world of sounds, because then we envision unpacking different genres, but sometimes we have a lot of mainstream music, and it's a nice thing, but there's certain things, certain elements that are in the back that people don't get to listen to sometimes, and perhaps they do like that. So what we did on the first edition is we did fusion. It wasn't R&B per se, it wasn't jazz alone.
You fused it.
Yes. Yeah. So we had like snippets of different genres that are usually not at the forefront. So in headlining it, I've partnered with different artists before, and most of them that I've partnered with were bringing different facets, musical facets to this. So Juliana on there, we had Kenneth McGarry, we had the Beatles, we had Maurice, we had Sebunja that does world music. We had a host of artists. So
just a second.
Yeah.
Uncle Beno, you're most welcome. Vampos, you're most welcome. The seats are here at the front. Obugalo wa Uncle Beno on the Vampos. Yes, Omar.
Yeah. So that was the experience then. So what we're trying to do, the entire vision is to unpack different genres in different editions. So the first one was more generalized. So this one is focused mostly on R&B. That's why we have the acts just the way they are. So in the next edition, we'll have different acts coming in. Yeah.
Awesome. JP, you're most welcome. 91.3 Capital FM has been behind a lot of our music. It worked this, so thank you so much, JP. While you guys came in, Michael was giving us a background on the past events that we did, 2023, just giving us a snippet on what really transpired. But since everybody is around, I'm going to pass the mic first to Bushington to paint for us a picture about this vision. If you ask me about the Purple Party, I'll take you way back. So I was with him on the phone and he was telling me how passionate he is and why this keeps him awake. Sorry. Apologies for that. So Bush, probably take us through your vision. Let's pick the reason as to why World of Sounds.
Thank you so much, Douglas. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to this presenter. Briefly, World of Sound is just a platform that showcases, immersions in different genres of music and performances. So we understand before we have the ability to the limitations on creativity. If I hire Bernard and Vampos, I'll give him a certain amount of time, and I'll tell them I want you to entertain the fans. They don't really get time to showcase what their creative what their creative space looks like, or in-depth immersions into the type of music that they do. I may be forced just to sing something I don't want because like which I got and I go away. So we created a platform just to celebrate, this creative aspect. It's not just about genres, even the performances. There are certain performances that we want to see. We want to encourage people to do. Like Michael said, the first edition was about Afro jazz and fusions. So it wasn't just about jazz music. We wanted to understand how does jazz play with other elements, because music is universal. At some point, it links. People who link with R&B, with reggae, they meet at a certain stage. A producer have been on, they'll tell you that's a fact. So we created a platform to create these immersions, but also not just a platform to celebrate music. We want a platform that can expose these people. You know, there are so many kids out there who are like Bababika because of a certain type of sound that is happening. So they end up diverting from what they do because they have to jump into a chitunda.
There is a particular artist on that same point that I want to mention the name, but to sing, he used to do a lot of R&B, that's so kind of music. Nenga bw'atyanga music ovo graviton to dunam soka wali masi mikono nijikola bwe giti ye wajata abantu ne babeera bwe bati nga feeling nga ata delivery there and get bambi. He was, giving a big performance.
Exactly.
So I hear you.
That's where our inspiration really comes from. So we're trying to tell everyone, like, you can do what you do and you still be appreciated. World all over, there is there is a global jazz artist, there is a global hip hop artist, there is a global reggae artist. So you can still make it from whatever aspect that whatever creative space you're doing, without losing your identity. So most of the artists are being driven to demands as a public, to demands as I remember when we were joining the industry, but so many people can express themselves properly in Zoom singer Uganda. So so the whole idea, to create a platform where there is freedom of creative expression. So there is no limitation. That's the whole idea. We don't want to have any limitation on creativity. You do what you want to do as long as you can sell it to us. Let us understand it. But the biggest also idea is to create a property that we can try and you like what you're gonna need is more properties that our artists can showcase on. You get what Nigerians are doing better is they own this property. They own Afro Nation, they own whatever, So we need to create our own property where we have leverage to command what happens on that stage. That's the only way we're going to play in the space like the global artists do. You won't go to a Grammy stage and you get like an hour to perform, even if they invite you. You get, but they will give that hour to Beyonce because that's their own. So the whole reason of creating this product, that's why we created it world. We don't want to limit it to Uganda or to Africa. We want it to grow and be like a global platform but with an identity of Ugandan ownership. So that's the whole idea of World of Sounds. So we are celebrating, we're diving into different performances, different creative aspects of music, like Mike has told you. Sometimes you listen to a song, what is this? What is behind the beauty or the niceness of this song? So what World of Sounds brings to you is that immersion. You understand, you appreciate that element. Maybe you will appreciate that aspect of creativity more and fall in love with it. So that's all.
Thank you so much, Bush, for that extensive understanding of the event World of Sounds. Now I want us to go a bit deeper into R&B as a genre of music, especially here in Uganda. And ndabika narwanye entebe for me to really understand how far back R&B in this country comes. But I think Benon Waliwo Vampos for one of you to where's Kat Katamba Katamba yaliwo for this about yes, so he would definitely because I want us to first of all understand, even before we go to Craig David, we need to know as a country the IJ, Juliana, Irene, Wagamba, Juliana, Waluzungu, Irene, Tutambude, Benon and Vamposi, Michael Rossi, Tutambude, Paka Wanawetuli, Waliba unknown, Nevani, Katamanga Tatuka. Okay, so he will definitely pay for us, but Benon in Waliwo. So allow me first pass the mic to Benon, then I'll pass it to Kat. But okay, but to Jukanye R&B mu Uganda, I want to know tutandika di okumu appreciating bani abaino mu mulyo tocheyo. Then we will give them their flowers.
Hey. I think the people that I can give credit to that kind of style, number one would be Peter Sematimba and Steve J. Peter was very fundamental. If you remember the days of Dungeon Studio, he was the guy behind Perfect Generation, Omudi, Simon Best Kalema. Yeah. There was a girl group called Prim and Proper. There was DJ Berry. There was after. I'm talking about ZD's 90, 92, 93. Eh? Okay, yeah, but I think there's a trajectory that the music was on. But
what about
them so yeah, Hope Kasa. Hey, Jenkins, the days of the homies.
Michael Chris.
Michael Chris, Kukuli, the days of Sabrina's and Limited.
Swahili Nation.
Yeah. So the beauty back then is the music was very diverse, and there was no pressure of Chidandali or like there was appreciation of different genres, and the more diverse, the better the audience would appreciate. That's why back in the days you would see a lot of jazz concerts being appreciated and filling up. And yeah, Congolese music. Basically, there was a lot of Kasabu Kanyama. Yeah, you just wanted me to paint a picture. Yeah. Hey, Kati, okay, netujanga. But I'm trying to mention people that were a bit different. Tempra. But you put me on the spot. One thing I've been doing research bulungi. Bagay Chow. Michael Ross. Michael Ross. Yachikuba. Michael Chris. Luther T. Oh, there was a group called LSST. Mwalimu Luther. Mr. Katamanja Z. Aliwo. Yeah, encyclopedia. Moving encyclopedia. Steve Jean. Yeah. Steve Jean Yachikuba Nyonya Selavia Fever. I was present the night the song from Silk. Omusajja ali akava America ali mungato ya white. Abye nyamulungi nga osegeera kama ne bannange bano bakikola nate kama akayimba nga ka soundinga nga kalinganga kabali mu buyimba bwaffe bwonna wano tubuteekamu era omanya kawa naye kali nga era nenfaanana omusajja olaba aba eri ani awo omulala yajja. This is where you hand over the mic to Katamba.
Thank you so much, Brandon, for it's always beautiful, Katamba, you're welcome. It's always beautiful for us to first know how far we have come to appreciate concepts like World of Sounds, because that's so again that direct into World of Sounds that Tumaze could come foundation. How was it? Baba R&B Otandika Mulaba Digo yali hostinga Juliana ne Irene. Peter was the MC.
abo
Yeah, singanga pita sebati.
beno tukisusa awali tosobola batuukako nnyo ng'obalegera eri ne baho mukasa n'ogamba bakabi. But me, I'll credit the people who brought it on TV. Yeah, Colin Seluviri, Jama Agenda. That Jama Agenda was mad. He plays a song, you have to look for it, wait for a new vision. Never take a wakati popular with the lyrics. Nosy Soma, Nosy Iga. It was hectic. And I remember I was being dressed by Sylvia Warwick. So he was smart like the music videos. Then came Kazora, then Bush the late Bush baby.
But this is the Bush Chario.
They are managing a base by then. I think those presenters gave it to us, yeah? Then we had, of course, Capital Sanyu, where you have to listen in and be like, they played it, I need to record it on a tape. But what about tape? You know, like when a radio station is playing a song and you record it on a tape so that you get the words, you have to mime it in Navisonsa. That was hard, as in you have to wait for that song. Capital plays it. Capital had a tendency of like repeating a song 4 times. It was a platinum hit. So you knew set your tape, get ready. Before the old taxi back brought the break David, I used my lunch money to come to Old Kampala to buy his tape. So that day I didn't eat. 7 days.
Craig, I know Kusasula.
Then on Vampos, these people used to go to Navi Sonsa and they were the Craig Davids who could see in actual sense in Uganda, because my chorus was Asha. These ones tell us they are not going, the teachers are telling us we go. We left schools with the police. They are not going, Bana to go back, kids surrounding them. So I think it's going to be a good experience, Bush. We're so eager for this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we can proudly now move forward if we know the history. Wanji? But nobody has profiled the younger generation of R&B artists. Mutan Secure and the Enga Presser. Maybe you could help us profile the younger generation, Kenneth. Give us an understanding of the key players in 2025 and the recent years. Not key, but some of the key players. R&B.
Thought they would see some old guy, maybe some baga nakula kasajja kajja katono kasazeka ko I'm like, yes, you're the one who sings this music. I'm like, yes. So yes, I was there observing the mainstream mostly.
So who was playing in that space by the time you were coming onto the scene, besides Morris?
There was Michael Rose.
Girls, my girls, yes. Yeah, go so many originally so many very high school and I check when you want to yes.
Nange na St. Lawrence Vampino najja ne Benon.
There was is anything
You are ready. Yes.
okay. Because 2008 I was in senior 4. That's the time when was the radio over. There was Michael Chris,
Jamal.
Uganda boys very well. And Julian was there. Yes, cassette. Moving forward, you get to one. You get to one.
2018, 2019. Why R&B? 2019, 2018.
Well, there was Aziz Azion.
Yes.
But Aziz Azion, does he still do R&B?
Yes. Erinnya lya King of R&B.
Nadia chooses for back swagger. And who else was there?
Tukobao. But I think now we can now move into the real world of sounds. This is the vision that Bush has. Yeah, it's a genre evawala nyo. But oftentimes I think to decide lininga abayimbi abamu aba R&B ne bagwamu amaanyi Marali Germany Michael Rosali America Titan Takuba ali mu generation che Titan what day okay okay who are your favorite artists R&B?
Do you know
Take it away.
this
Thank you very much to our viewers watching from home and across the globe. We're very excited to be part of this particular event. As always, we've collaborated with so many of the prominent talent here in Uganda, and we're very proud to be part of this particular event. We didn't get the opportunity to be part of fought hard to be part of this one. On my side, specifically, as much as I've grown up around entertainment and lifestyle, so many again, I'm moving to but I've been watching music across time, and since I'm a media guy, I've interacted with almost all of you, and all the guys that I said I'm going to be headlining alongside Craig David. Personally, I'm a huge fan of Craig David. I think he's an all-time favorite artist of mine for R&B section, and I've followed him across the years. So a bit back on why we are doing this is our commitment, at least for ever since 2024, is to put our country first, very specifically pushing products like this. And I think World of Sound is an amazing concept. I like the fact that you're saying something we're going to own as Uganda, so it allows you to showcase the rest of the people out there. So about NBS Afro Mobile and NBS Music in particular, I'll just mention we designed this product to make sure that such things are put on a much higher pulpit. So I know there's After 5 on NBS TV, but NBS Music specifically is going to be a 24-hour music channel, but specifically celebrating our own music and showcasing our concerts, collaborations that you're doing, and etc. And then, of course, from mobile, just to allow people to stream, because you've seen the future of TV, and I hate to say this on TV, people don't exactly watch TV, but they stream it. You can look around. We used to be the only people who used to bring cameras to press conferences, but there are 3 cameras versus 8 phones that are probably streaming to numbers that people can actually see on people's TikToks. So I can't prove how many people are watching in real time. I have an estimation, but these guys can prove how many people are streaming on their TikToks. So that's the future, and that's why we decided to do what Afro Mobile does. And then, most importantly, we need to be seen to be doing good, and that's why we're supporting.
Before you pass the mic, give me more details about NBS Music. Are you creating a channel or MTV? What exactly is MTV? NBS Music, so not MTV Music.
Exactly what you're saying. Because you've seen MTV used to be music first, but then it has evolved into a content channel, but with a backbone of music. So the idea is to have we have a 24-hour sports channel. We're going to go to a 24-hour music channel. So all the big properties that are supposed to showcase what you guys do. For example, you've just talked about something very interesting. I'm a huge fan of Michael Ouma. I would love to just tune in and know that there's a home for that. What did you say? It was a cool evening. But I'm going to go to the Kali, kangezeko. NBS Music tujikoze ebe for like our own music, our own talent. But even if you're producing something for someone outside, but program is in Uganda, your story in Akubera. But present between after 5 stations on also collaborating whereby you have radio presenters, TV presenters, nga bakola ku multiple media houses, naye nga jjukira nabo ba artists, so balina okufuna ekifo balina okubeera. Tewala tutadde ku streaming platform, but also most importantly, wano e Uganda oba mu Africa abantu bakyawuliriza radio, bakyalaba TV. So some of those things, like this press conference right now, eriko NBS nabo bagirabeko. That's how we are going to grow NBS music, but it's a home for our local talent. And you know how next media, how aggressive we push. We are also going to push it, and we push NBS sport. And remember, it's already on almost all the other streaming platforms. So it's something we are going to grow. So kati twetaaga ebintu webiti ebya world of sounds concerts endala okugeza kunako okukuza akantu kaffe kana kato NBS music. So 24 music channel, think channel or think Chris Muziki to be specific. Kwegenda bera na bouquet ya music one etc. So that's the plan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, NBS Afro Mobile and NBS Music. I'm going to pass the mic over to Afi will be the last because it's ticketing. Let me pass the mic to JP, the other end. Capital FM, Badeo, Gekuwe, Neza Craig David, Olimba Nerudamu, Oba, where I read the lyrics, Nekujukiza, Yigali. So, as an entire generation, you know, we grew up almost listening to Capital FM for you to actually memorize songs, just fall in love with the artists, with the music, and it's still doing that up to now. But beyond that, Capital is being behind a lot of our Ugandan artists' concerts, supporting through media, Beat FM, Kiss, and Capital itself. Every time I see JP and in my heart, I'm like, this guy is so passionate about music. So JP, thank you so much. But first things first, Craig David, are you excited that you've been playing the music on Capital FM for all these years? And finally he's here, and Capital is actually also behind Craig, World of Sound.
First and foremost, I would like to thank Douglas. The preamble was really wow. Capital to give you a call tomorrow and probably be a part of the group. Not in a bad way, but because of not in a bad way, but I would like to appreciate that. And that shows that we are one, and with the sector, we are actually moving the rightful direction. If we have people like Douglas that are so objective, it really gives us a feel and a touch that we are really getting the industry to the next level. Why did I mention that? Because I'll tell you that as well. Back to Craig David. Ladies and gentlemen, media houses present, artists, partners, I want to say we are so much privileged for this evening. And first and foremost, my name is John Paul Mugwanya, the Promotions and Events Manager, Capital Radio Group. A couple of times we actually meet, but just to stretch a bit before I get to why Craig David and why Capital. I want to make this clear and the media that Capital Radio Group houses 3 brands as usual. That is Capital FM, which is a national radio station that broadcasts all over the country and across all the borders that are nearing the economy. That is Uganda. Then we have Kiss FM, that is our urban English radio station, which is between 18 and 24. And of course, we have our Media FM Luganda station, which is our Mutuawansi, but of late things are now, you find a corporate person tuning into beats. But Media FM is our Luganda station, broadcasting in Kampala, Masaka, and then of course Greater Kampala, that is well. So that's the group. But on this one, the world of sound, we bring in Capital FM as a flagship for that because of its rhythm and the blues edition. Being that is why we say it fits well with the target audience, but also it also brings out the feel and touch to the person or to that audience that is going to come and have the feel and experience. So why Capital Radio comes on board is because, like Douglas mentions, we've been supportive, we've been so all over getting to good music. But what good music is the rhyme, the rhythm. It is that audience that appreciates. It is that feel the touch. And that is why sometimes when you see Capital, you don't see it anywhere. When you see it, you know it is well positioned and it is in the rightful direction. So I'd like to thank the organizers, definitely Bush and the team. I've seen Nouma. We were part of the first edition from the word inception, not because we thought that this will not take on a different direction, but because it was a good idea to bring back the feel, the life of Ugandan music. Currently, I don't want to bash it, but I would like to say such concepts, when they come through to life, they bring back the music that we used to listen to, which really gives a touch. Someone pays their money and they know it is worth for them to come through and really feel the taste of the real rhythm, the real blues. So that is why, as Capital, being that we are now into another direction, because I'm sure you have noticed that we've changed our tagline. And for those that are tuning into Capital, you know that we have a different sound, a different feel, and a different experience for our listeners. So what we have now is fresh hits and throwbacks. So that gets us to Craig David very fast when we had that he's coming through. And of course, we were so much touched that the team we partnered with from the word inception for the world of sound, that was a woman and the team at Bush. We are very, 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 right now actually I don't think we have our contract, but it was on principle. It is on principle because our word is final. We know, people know the credibility. People know that JP is there. Yeah? JP is Capital. It is just a call away, we get things going. So there is no contract, but because of the principle we have with the team, and of course we are part of the edition, the first edition, and of course they know the brand. We say yes, we are on. And I'd like to appreciate you for the calling that you really want us to still be a part of this second edition. So with the new slogan that we have, fresh hits and throwbacks, that drives us back to Craig David, because it's the music that really was there, that people used to listen to, put, like Katz mentioned, the tapes and record the song. They go back either to their rooms, the Wabzi, the Jiko, they go back and tuning, put them into their books and then recall. So that gets us back as a new slogan of where we say fresh hits and throwbacks. So we want to bring back that feel, and we want to say Ugandan music. Let's get back to that test. Nooni is here. Hey, very good producer. And of course, that's why I think is also important for this. So, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say, as Capital Radio, our role here is to make noise. But rightful noise which is not distorted. So we're going to make noise through our media platforms, that is on air, where we have the ads running, you've heard them, where we have the presenters on air endorsing the show, where we have the mentions coming through, and of course we also use our digital platforms. But before our digital platforms, we'll also have a campaign that has been unveiled now. So for our listeners out there and for everyone, we have a campaign we are going to run until the D-Day of Craig David. Capital Radio is giving out every day a couple of tickets to Craig David. How do you go about it? One, just get your phone, record yourself singing to any of Craig David's song that you think is really work for you, or that you feel. Let the video not be more than 60 seconds. Record that video or say anything about Craig David, what you like about him, what you think about him, and what you think about the show. Please post that video on your socials and then tag Capital FM Uganda, and then don't forget, of course, to also attach the hashtag, which is Craig X Capital. So every week Friday, so we'll be running from Monday to Friday, and we'll be announcing the winners on Fridays. So keep locked to Capital Radio. A lot is still coming through, and I'd like to say we are so much appreciative to the team of World of Sound. Thank you, Kenneth, the artist. Thank you, Ben on Vampos. Thank you for coming through. Let's get back to that field. That touch there. There's a song called Hope. From Ben on. Let's get to that sound, guys. Douglas mentioned something whereby a good artist comes through and really gives the best. But then someone comes, did you mention the name of the artist?
Yeah, I said Gravity will come turn up the crowd, and then there is a Kenneth Mugabe with the
exactly.
And then Kenneth will raise.
So at least this will really give us another touch and feel. And with those few words, ladies and gentlemen, I can't stop, because when it comes to music, we are Capital. And when it comes, because here, the whole field here, the whole building is music. I can't get enough of it, but I want to say thank you so much, guys. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. My partner, NBS TV. Hey, we are so much appreciated. Next media. media. And when we're on the touch, definitely it's an experience. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your evening. All the best. And keep listening to Capital Radio, your freshest station for Uganda with fresh hits and throwbacks.
Thank you so much, JP. He's so passionate about, music, very, very passionate, and supporting talent. I want to first of all have a chat with Laika. Laika, I know you follow a lot of these events in Kampala, but lately I see a lot of events that are branches, specifically that play or are focused to music of Namkandeko, not like, Suabato, and especially the R&B, their R&B branches that they do, and they have like good turn up, and you see people having a great time, and people appreciating new music. Why do they always have to go back in a day? I don't know if it's something that you've been observing. What's your comment?
Yeah, I've been seeing those branches that do. Yeah, I've been seeing them. I've been seeing them. I don't know the places, the locations, but I've been seeing the R&B branches. Personally, me, I'm an R&B person. I always say that. So I think R&B is beautiful music. When you make beautiful music, it lasts longer. When you make like that market music, I think it's just for the moment. So any good music lasts longer. So I feel like even now, if you make R&B music right now, it's gonna take maybe 20 years to still be, good music. Yeah, so I think it's about good music, and I personally, I think R&B is good music. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna pass the mic. Wanji.
Yeah, I will do a countdown show on Sanyuka TV. Okudako ewaffe mu Sanyuka, ekizibu kiba nti unknown ffe tuyimbira ffe bagenzi, abantu tukyali baavu.
Ali agenzi.
Tukyali baavu. Nnyo. Tukyali baavu. I think that's the issue, because bana abayina ssente baleeta ebintu byabwe. So I think people over age of promoter bali ku level yaffe abayina balayika, we want something like this but of our generation. Erimu balayika ba unknown ba Kenneth Mugabe nga tetugatherinze right now wetuti okubanga tuleeta credit nga kyawano katika we batandise because natandikira ku nze natandika okumanya R&B ku Maro nga emanyiyo R&B gwe
Michael Rosto wamulabako.
Michael Rosto nasaba mulaba okumanyako nga bamujja ku stage badaga international artist. Mbuziza amazima ndibuna mawulire sirimba. Yes, so that's time I had on Michael Rosto. Asha siwa wana so that's it. Promoter of vendors of Chariba, just a treat that work organizing. Tretago promoter that fair, I like sending that.
Okay, Isaac said John Way about the moment of a long long time awandiika akola ebintu bingi nnyo. Isaac, jane ya R&B mu Uganda oyinza otya? Is it rising? Is it stagnant? How do you provide it? Especially the younger generation of R&B stars. Do they have a future?
Yes.
Okay.
Every genre has a future because stagnant.
Thank you so much. Allow me to go to our ticketing partner and then Washington will wrap it up to Nyonyole and take a let me go to ladies first. Apologies. Isaac. Yes, Afi, what is end tickets wall in a world of sounds?
Hi everyone. Thank you all for coming. World of Sounds. Thank you for having us. This is the second edition of you, and we're very happy with that. So I'm going to talk about the tickets. We have 3 ticket categories. We have silver, that is 200,000. We have gold table of 5 million. Then we have a table of 10 million. Each table takes 8 people. So if you want to buy, all you have to do is to dial *252 *4#. And under it, you'll find all the sounds, you'll find the silver ticket, the gold ticket, and the platinum ticket. So you go through the process and you get a downloadable ticket that you download and present on the day for verification. It has system generated QR. Another thing that we're actually happy to announce is we're going to have a flash sale that is going to happen from tomorrow. That's 31st to 6th of August. Tickets will be 150 from 200,000, and then the gold table will be discounted from 5 million to 4.5 million.
Wow, thank you so much. Janik Gita Nindingi Dinga Kenneth Mugabi na Shonepo Nekati Atono DJ Baroja Masi Aba Amulimu Gwabana Gwayagala Gukole and what's that kind of show? Like how does it maybe paint for you Uganda is a picture of the delivery of the TS5 Craig David experience?
Yeah, so R&B is a cocktail of so many musical elements and genres. It encompasses a lot of other genres like jazz, like pop, like gospel, like all those elements are in R&B. And Craig as a person, if you TS5, he not only plays, he doesn't perform his music, but he takes you back to the journey, and the history of R&B and the music that he used to listen to. That's the beauty of his tour. So TS5 is like his tour. That's what he's doing. You see him perform his favorite songs from other artists. Like we've seen him on stage with doing Russia, doing VIG, because R&B has all those elements, but then mostly he's going to do his song. So that's how the TS5 is. So he's going to do everything that. So Craig David is the TS5 is the mini world of sound. That it was easy for us to match the TS5 and the world of sound together because we have the same idea. The only difference is Mongereza, Uganda, but that's the whole concept. He's doing everything creative from an R&B perspective on stage.
How is it doing the DJing and then there is a microphone with the live band? How is that gonna play? Sorry to unpack your show,
Yeah.
but
So how it's gonna
just for us to get
you
proper
just have to come to the show and see it, because if I unpack it, then you miss the surprise. But it's going to be really interesting. Like it's a mixture of all these musical elements, and that's why that's what. Yeah, but so that's the beauty of this edition, and also one of the additions we've added on World of Sound is the jukebox. So we want to take people down the journey of R&B and music, because on stage, I was hearing you guys talk about R&B. R&B is not like an ancient or an old school genre. We still have new kids doing R&B, and even on the World of Sound stage, we have a segment which is called the Spotlight. We want to shed a light on all the people, all the new school kids who are doing R&B, and they're going to feature on stage with the OGs like Venom and Vampos, like Jamal on stage, just to shed the light to the people that there are new kids appreciating this genre. So you see people like Unknown, like Laika, and other surprises on stage, and even globally there is new kids doing R&B. So it's not like an old school thing. It's why we're doing this 360 immersions is we want to encompass the whole genre. We know we are not going to exhaust it, but we want to give it our best. That's why we are bringing in the jukebox. If we don't get it on a live performance, we shall have this interactive segment with the DJs, where you see people like MC Cards take you on a musical journey from the I don't know. We won't go to the inception of R&B, but from where we can start from to where we are, we shall play some new school R&B genre, but we really want to dedicate it to those kids or the artists. I'm calling them kids. I'm not like a parent, but okay. Yeah.
What he said, I have a view of why don't we have most of the R&B new kids in the block? Wooli TV, please pressure their music on there so they can have the differences source of these sounds. So can you play? There are new kids on the block that are already doing this. Not the only ones that are here, but these people are only taken up by something else. They will see unknown. I want to give them the power he needs. Make a child engage is really music. So I would love you guys to endorse more. These are the artists. Such a looking at their show. Yeah, capital. Yes, no, please get this kid. They come to us, hey, but dance our music. I don't know how to make way for R&B, but it's you guys to help. So it will help us relate to the show we're doing, and they can know what Craig is all about R&B.
Yeah, that's a
Thank you so much.
That's a very beautiful idea. And,
It's our role for us to pave the way for the younger.
Yeah, and also just to add, Chitraga is to excite and trigger these people, like chocolate, it can still be appreciated. If you come on and you see such a stage, you know this is not the end. There's going to be more and more R&B editions of their fans who love your music. Come and showcase and let people appreciate you for what you can do, because some of them bubble up because they're trying to they're trying to convince us or play with the market by genres. Maybe we're not appreciating them because globally they're not comfortable. So we want to encourage them with such a platform. You can be seen even where you are. You get it. So that's why we started with Afro jazz and fusion, and you saw we're fusing with a lot of artists that you don't usually get to see, like Joe Sebunjo, like Sewa Sewa. They did, and people appreciated their art. So the same way, Chetraga and R&B, we have the OGs, the Jamals, the Kenneth Mugabe, who are doing, but Kenneth is new school. I don't take it for the
Kenneth, I always say that my chorus.
Yeah, so but again, to another peer who are doing the new school types of like Unknown Prosper, and a few surprises that we are going to be announcing as we go. We're still announcing. The lineup is really tight, and it's going to be like a heavily musical night. We're starting as early as 7, and so but time in it, so we can really enjoy the genre. We want to do every element. It's not just the music, even the experience is going to be really R&B. Yeah.
Maybe just a little detail on the ticketing, the tickets live, how much are they, where can they get physical tickets, online tickets?
Yeah, so the tickets are live on MTK and Quickets. The tickets go for 200 K for silver, and then 5 million for VIP, 8 people. Ticket comes with the platter and drinks. And then we have the 10 million, which is the executive lounge seating. Yeah, so bagala kuleeta ensitwaga yawe eri so we have that type of arrangement. That's it. They have a buffet. So with the 10 million, you have a chef. But the most exciting part is a fully packed R&B night. We have an international DJ that we're going to announce. It's just right here. So we'll put a ticket here. If you buy a ticket of World of Sounds, you enter for free to the after party, which is just here. But if you don't buy it, you're not going to accept the one. We're not so while I'm there, to come out one. We have a very good R&B international DJ coming, and also we have the best R&B DJs in Uganda. So yeah, but we shall be announcing the DJ very soon. And then still, right here in the parking, we have now the other Craig David that who works on TV, who works on radio, who DJs more here. We shall have him more here for at least an hour. The after party. It's going to be really fun packed and a different experience. So that's the addition.
All right. Thank you so much, Bush. We're going to open the floor for 2-3 questions.
Zero, from how much to how much? So now, our 10 million to experience, 5 million experience here, 3 million over like twin experiences.
Experience was you see, show your VIP. One. So we're gonna put a music, we're gonna put a production. When I want to move it, I want 10 million. walioke naye kiri abannamawulire tugenda bafunira tax tujja kufuna accreditations zaabwe. We shall make sure they come to cover n'ebibalina okukavering nga tujja bagamba banka kati oyinza n'oteeka David tebagijjayo ate n'ate nina okubriefinga nti omusajja tomuwanika ajja ne balooya 10 bakuwanike tetudde mu byantambi saagala kubeera mu
ebintu ebyo.
Just on that particular point, we are not going to stream this event. Don't expect to see this event on live TV. So the things I want to make very, very clear for the people watching at home, a lot of money goes into these concerts, a lot of money goes into the production and these artists. It's the experience you're paying for. So as much as there are 3 media houses or 4 media houses and all these other bloggers out there, I just implore the people that come to vlog and live stream to also put themselves in the shoes of the producers of these events and not stream this event. Because also us as media houses try to be as strict as possible because of protecting our IP and all those things. So the reduct streaming, to BTS up and about what's happening and all those things. Now performances, neza acts baffe. Man isn't sasura musiraba. The man is a. But if you want to see the entrance, security, road traffic, all those things, organization, we shall stream that for you. We'll make sure that you know how to park your car and all those things. Yeah. When I live you, but he said there will be management of media and us to be compliant.
okwogera aliya ekintu kya live njagala tukitegeere. Abayimbi bano bwe bajja okuyimba basigaza some rights tobagulako kyonna, so okukwata content waabwe n'omuwanika nze sijja kugambako kubanga nze kivulu kyange bakikoze eki, naye ate eyo ojja muwanika akole ki kiringa nga nze leero kera ku makya nenkwata channel ya Bukenya Media nenteekako obulango bwange nesitamusasula oba onfuna. So abayimbi abo nga bo balaba wano naffe batuddira singa oba owandiisa ebintu byabwe nga tukoze eki, so naffe tulina wetukoma nti omutegesi omuyisa ayimbira abantu ayina byandwritinga nti kino nja kikkirizwa ekikole kino tokola ki. So oluusi bwe streaminga olina ebintu bingi byogenda broadcastinga nga oyinza okuba nga yatakukkiriza kumulaga n'agenda agwa ku stage n'omulaga najja n'agamba kati gwe wantaddeyo n'engwa ku stage kati okirabe okitegeera. Tetwagala tudde mu biri ebyoli byabali abasajja nti manya wa copyright infringement nawe zino waliwo amateeka mangi okitegeera fenna tukimanyi. So I rather n'ofuna permission nti ngenda kukola kino ne bakukkiriza nga buli omu akimanyi nti ng'omanyi ne limitations wabwe ngenda okukoma. Nkimanyi tuli mu era ya content, but content oyo alina amateeka gamufuga, so kyagala tweriime tugenda sukkawo. Nange ali mu world of sound siiso atwala content w'abayimbi.
Okay.
Simon Kachumbari.
Ekibuuzo njagala okyalifayinga ennyo ku ba artists waliwo basimu nti kikutte nayagala performance nga omuzi talina program mbadde nsaba okyalifaawe basobola okujja ne bayisaamu oba tebalina
ebbanga lyondabidde tolabangako nga nkoze nti kampitewo so saagala kulimba nti kijja kubeerawo nti kanzije mpitewo so abayimbi abagenda okuyimba ne betunaba kulanga bijja tegeera bagenda kuyimba so ate si buli show ndi buli muyimbi ajja kubeerako ekitegeera kuba naffe tulina limitation kati ng'essaawa tulina essaawa zetulina okukomako kiba kigunda musobola okuba paka ku makya naye kati awo tulina essaawa zetulina okukomako ne show erina theme ne style yayo so sigenda kugamba nti osobola okuba essimu netugamba nti tekiganyi era siganyi sijja kukola naye chances nyingi oyinza obutasobola kuyitawo kubanga bintu bingi tulina okutegekera ate bwe tuba tetwakutegekera bwewanga okujja mu kyetwategese oyinza okuba n'oyitawo
Thank you so much. As we wrap up, I just to Kasawa interview Rules when they are two to care representing a new school of R&D. Victor, you can come to the front. And of course, also to remind us that the show is on the 29th, 29th of August at Sheraton Kampala Hotel. Tickets are already live on sale on M-Ticket. Also, tickets are on sale on Quicket. Mugule ticket sales as each are discounted at 200,000 Uganda shillings, at 5 million, and at 10 million for platinum templates. We have been sponsored by Capital, NBS, Afro Mobile, Nooni Vie, and this squad pioneer ATS. Thank you so much. Victor, tukwaniriza obedda tunoonya beno yazze n'atunyonyola R&B gy'avudde nga tunoonya new school Kenneth najja nayogerera aba new school naye abantu ne bagamba nedda kibulamu so maybe you can profile for us, you know, the status of R&B in Uganda, and also are you excited to be part of the Craig David TS5 experience? Craig David, over to you.
First of all, thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate that I'm going to be part of this. And thanks to the organizers, I think it's even my first time to work with legendary
Legendary push.
I appreciate, I respect and appreciate the legends in the house. Bonamana, actually, not only Craig David, but Benon, Mr. Benon, Vampos, Mr. So, Bonamana, Baba inspiring Lamani Journey, until Victor Tani Kokuyimba, the Chava of Banga. All are you with Bunji, simply is that, or Nango, when Zeng and Jamu, or now to dance or deliver another delivery. Craig David is not a I think it's one of the songs that I get copywriting, songwriting. I really hey, it's unbelievable. Yeah, now you already work for mangas. The one to one Konza and so every time the time I look for good music, I always research. So I think they are one of those people who are inspiring. Abagala music what dala okitegera abatali bakubukira trends like abagala music what dala researching and going back to the roots music work is oyo okitegera so I think oyagala music okuwuliriza music akwana music akakanya emmeeme music akakanya ebirowoozo tosobola kubanga tomanyi Craig David. I don't think yes. So and I think this is going to be a very 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 great opportunity okubeera nga tugenda sharing a stage. Actually, sigena kujja neno kulaga ko bakola ki. I'm going to come just to learn. Yeah, I'm going to learn to experience greatness.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, sina chengenda kogera chama nyoze ndowooza tuna just kujja fena abayimbi abali wabapya tuyige tulabe how he has managed to maintain okubanga ayimba bwatyo nga ffe bwe tuyimba paka kati mu myaka gyalimu nga inspiring.
Yeah, man. Guys.
Okay. Thank you so much, Victor. Thank you so much. And that's what Vampino was saying earlier on. Was just saying that we need to media houses need to give you guys more platform so that you showcase your R&B, talent. But remember, can you decide
mu stages nga zino abakakamu abatali ba bikono abatamanyi nnyo byakulwanira microphone chance gye tuba tufunye okulagako kye tulinawo eggwanga nze togenda kunsanga nga nwanira stage erugogo kijja kuyinza obutabeerawo. tubanga naffe tufunye chance to showcase and to learn as well. I think it will be a very, very great opportunity. Yeah, maybe just to add on what is Douglas is trying to say, maybe to you, Dan, what maybe Douglas or Campus was trying to ask for is for you to create those blocks in your broadcast where like you dedicate hours for certain genres or certain types of art, like let's say a certain type of music. In that game, they do, it's kind of gives them like a 360 broadcasting music. So what may be with NBS music, an idea that we can now pick on is to block certain type of music and give it much time as the other.
Yeah, so thank you very much. So that's exactly why NBS music exists, because I know right now guys are going to be watching NBS after 5. It's segmented in days, you have Wednesdays, etc. But what you say is true, and I like that this goes across. This channel is going to be curated by themselves. So there's opportunities for us to dialogue with you. I think that's why we'll be meeting so many of the producers and creators throughout the day. But that's exactly what NBS music media do. So I'm also very, very impressed with how nice he speaks. He's very humble. Very, very. I don't know who manages that. They're doing a very good job. Yeah. Hey! That's okay, that speaks for itself. But yeah, thank you very much.
Ekisooka siri musanyufu okuba ng'oyogedde ku balegendi Katamba n'omwerabira kubanga naye mukulu n'oyogera ku Bush ne weerabira Katamba. Ekibuuzo kyokubiri akubeera waweeri oba teriiwo? Bagyogeddeko egenda kubeerawa? Egenda kuba ku Nooni Vie.
Mr. Vampos just gave us just gave you an advice, and us as media personalities an advice. But I feel like being the dancehall machine who is going to step on stage with these guys, he needs to say something about how he feels, and being that he has worked with these people.
Yes, when we work with Benon is the B in R&B. B representing R&B. I plan for these things. Vibes cartel, the R will be the Vampino. So with R&B, actually it goes back to you. When I see you guys online, when I'm watching your music, you all know stars doing R&B. I remember his hustle. But actually, when we came back with this, after doing so many songs in English, and but we really felt it was the way we were going. So what our place would have been on a very Uganda put out that kind of full of R&B side, but it was R&B and dancehall. So with the new guys who are coming up, keep pushing, and but the only issue you have is these guys. These guys on the screens are taken up in every corner, and they'll never stop putting them out here. So I know the pressure is very your pressure so these guys music kind of goes low, but they are online actually. But what Woody is that they have a big fan base. I follow all of them. Maybe I belong to them. So I'm inspired by these new kids. So insisting about Mutachi. Never know you're Craig David. It have a job cigar and see these people ignorant. So if you don't relate, but we buy him back, or what I can style you know, Saja. Chijatwa will go for Rachel. That guy is somewhere and you are really like in out of place. So keep pushing the music.
Thank you so much. But the TV was playing center stage. Right now it's digital media that's playing center stage. So music is going through TikTok and spreading. No, TV has a lot of power, but it's no longer controlling the agenda. Okay, that's what Dan said is the focus of Next Media, but it's not just across that Next Media is carrying. Channels, other channels, television platforms, Capital FM, everybody, you know, is to play their role. So thank you so very much. Of course, Next Media supported Uganda music 100%. 100%. So honestly, there could be a few things that need to be checked, but I think we need to give them credit for,
maybe,
you know, what they have done.
What I should add on that is the whole idea of having Craig David is just to tap into open our stage to maybe a global following, where maybe Craig is very big in the UK and they're staunch fans. On that day, they may want to watch what he's doing in Uganda, so they will fall across the rules or Laika or anything. That is music. You never know what happens. So what we're trying to do is just to bridge the gap and also to show, like Victor said, there are things he's going to do on stage that maybe a new school artist pick a leaf from. So it's just that mix that, you know, we're trying to.
Okay, we call it a day. Thank you so much for coming through. But of course, there is a huge lineup of artists that have been, you know, lined up to perform alongside Craig David. There is Jamal Waswa. There is Benon and Vampos. Thank you so much for coming. Kenneth Mugabe, Victor Rose, Laika, who is also here with us. Irene Tale, Unknown, Maurice here.
Break the ice.
Okay, Kali. But it's a whole lineup of artists. It's going to be a great experience. So come through. Let's let's have a great time. Craig David also as an artist, the way he delivers his experience is very different, yeah? So if you're thinking of coming to a show where the guy is just singing and we are singing side to side, I think it's going to be more of a rave from an R&B artist. We might get that kind of experience. So let's meet on the 29th. Mike already rehearsal, guitar, so it's going to be all great, guys. Thank you. Have a good night. And we link up.